Welcome back. In this video, I would like to talk a little bit about AndroidX because, well, basically we're going to use AndroidX even though we're using Jetpack, but Jetpack is part of AndroidX. So let's look into it a little bit. So what is AndroidX? Well, its artifacts within the AndroidX namespace comprise the Android Jetpack libraries. So basically there is a bigger update of AndroidX that came out, and Jetpack is just one part of AndroidX. So basically it's just a huge namespace. And Android X is a major improvement to the original Android support library, which is no longer maintained. Android X packages fully replace the support library by providing feature parity and new libraries. What's also important is that Android X provides backward compatibility across Android releases. So you can develop in Android X, but still run this application on older Android devices. And then all packages in Android X live in a consistent namespace starting with the string Android X. So it will be something like Android X dot and then whatever part of the namespace that you want to use. The older Android support library packages have been mapped to corresponding Android X packages. So in the past, support library was the library that you would have to use in order to make sure that your application is going to run on older devices, but now everything is mapped into the corresponding Android X packages. Unlike the support library, Android X packages are separately maintained and updated. And version 28.0.0 is the last release of the support library. So even at the point of the recording, it's at least 2 years old. I think even almost 3 years old. And there will be no more Android support library releases in the future. So it really makes sense to look more into Android X and fully understand how that works. And new feature development will be in the Android X namespace only and not in the support library anymore. So if you want to use Android X, you just need to make sure that your compile SDK is set to at least Android 9, which means API level 28 or higher. Set both of the following Android Gradle plugin flags true in your Gradle properties file. One is Android use Android X and the other one is Android enable Jettifier. So what is Android use Android X? Well, when it's true, the Android plugin uses the appropriate Android X library instead of a support library. And the flag is set to false by default if it's not specified. And Android enable Jettifier, when that is true, then the Android plugin automatically migrates existing third-party libraries to use Android X dependencies by rewriting their binaries. The flag is false by default if it's not specified. Okay, so that is a quick overview of Android X. Of course, we're going to really cover Android Jetpack in depth, which is just a small part of Android X. But mainly, this is really not something that you need to actively think of. You just need to go ahead and develop your application. And while you're doing that, just use the latest and greatest features. So make sure that you use Android X libraries instead of support libraries. But the thing is, even if you would use any support library features, the IDE, so Android Studio, would probably inform you that the code that you're using is outdated, and it will either offer you a solution, so an alternative, or it will just tell you that the code is deprecated, so you should please use some newer code. So whenever you're building with the target API of the latest features, then you will be good to go. Okay, so that's it for Android X for a little overview. See you in the next video.